early sign of things to come from Steph.
Steph is asked to carry a bigger burden. There's no Clay. There's no KD to space the floor, and he's getting those looks that he wanted to take. As Dame said, he used to take shots from half court. No problem. We can make that up. Now he has to be more cautious of when and how he shoots the basketball. And so it's easier for teams to lock in because who else? Kelly Oubre is nice, but I'm not worried about him beating me. Andrew Wiggins is okay, but I'm not worried about him. All the focus, but he got it going last night. You saw the montage, a 5-minute video, Skip. The guy made 105 consecutive threes. Skip, nobody else can do that. It won't ever be done again. You ain't making that many threes. You give somebody 105 shots, Skip, they probably can't make 50 of them, let alone 105 consecutive. But it was foreshadowing. And plus, who's on the other side? The guy that a lot of people say is now the best point guard in the NBA, Dame Lillard. And when you see a peer that's comparable, and people are like, well, yeah, the heat up. Okay. Wait. Me? 2-time league MVP,
yep.
3 chips. He better than me now. I'm having a little rough spot. Now all of a sudden he better than me. Okay. Well, this is what I'm gonna do for y'all. And like he said, and they do take it personal. Skip. That's how you get to be great. You take everything as a slight, and you go. He wanted to prove because what they say, man, he can't get that shot off in the NBA. He ain't gonna be able to take them logo shots, to shoot the shots that he shooting at Davidson. Now they gonna fly in the NBA. Okay. When you can handle the ball like he can, because he can get it. I mean, the shots he was making last night, Skip, you just look to the coach, what the hell you want me to do? Hey, call a play on offense, because that's all you can do with that. Those guys get it going, Skip. Hey, he got me tonight. That's all you can do, Skip. He got it going. You chalk it up.
And I agree with your conclusion. It was one crazy hot night for a guy who can get crazy hot. And by the way, I love Steph coming out of Davidson, and I fought back in the days I was on the other network. He should be the first pick in the draft over Blake Griffin. And I think I was proven right about that, although Blake has impressed me. He's been a little better than I thought he was going to be, but he hasn't been a 2-time MVP.
No.
Okay. And I agree with you. 105 even corner threes in a row. It's
105 anything, Skip. Layups.
It's impossible. I still have a hard time wrapping my head around it. I still wonder, did it really happen? Because even for that guy, that's virtually impossible, and he did it. That's Ripley's believe it or not. Because
think about Skip when the three-point, granted, it's on he's able to take his time.
Yep.
But a lot of times they get tired, they get fatigued.
Heck yes. 105 straight shots?
And with the corner three, Skip, if it don't swish, it's coming out. It's coming as simple as that.
You get no breaks at all.
None.
Unless you're Kawhi Leonard in Game 7 of the
Hit the
Eastern
rip,
Conference Finals.
boom, boom.
Yeah. I'll bet he didn't have one of those in that 105 run.
No.
So I want everybody to realize and remember that going into last night's game, in the previous 5 games, all counted, all regular season games, Steph Curry was making 32% of his three-point shots. Think about that.
Yeah.
And I want to remind everybody that in their opener, the Golden State Warriors got blown out by the Nets by 26. They lost at Milwaukee by 39. They beat the Bulls by 1. They beat Detroit soundly at Detroit. I'll give you that one. It's okay.
Yeah.
Then they go to Portland, and they're going to play a 2-game set with Portland, the one at Portland the other night on Friday night. They lost by 25. And then they got even last night and won by 15 because Steph scored 62 points. And I agree with you. Dame actually did an interview on the Golden State Broadcasting Network in which, to your point, you paraphrased it, but he said he's talking about Steph, Damian said he's saying it's tough to get these quality looks right now. You don't really have the luxury to just take one from deep just to be taking one. So he's saying, yeah, back in the day when you had all that
Clay, you got KD.
Yeah, you could just jack one to jack it. And if it went in, fine. If it didn't, nobody really cares.
Yes.
And I thought it was very significant that his friend Draymond Green, after the game last night, gave him what I consider a backhand compliment. He said, Steph has a tendency at times to kind of F around with the ball.
Right.
You see this one? There was no effing around tonight. Everything was shot or attack. So he wasn't doing any whipped cream
Right,
stuff between the
right.
legs. He wasn't messing around with the basketball because he gets a little too cool for school
Skip,
occasionally.
I mean, what has Kyrie been doing? Kyrie's had the ball on the string. To start the season. Everybody's talking about, look at Kyrie dancing with the basketball. And Steph like, hold on, wait a minute now. Y'all know I can dance too, right?
He can dance.
And get these threes off in you.
Okay.
And then, like I said, Dame, a lot of people say, well, Dame is the best point guard now.
Yep.
He's like, okay.
Okay, so last night he said, watch this.
Yes.
And we all watched in awe.
Right.
Because he's certainly capable of that because he won in 2015, 2016. He won back-to-back MVPs,
right.
a unanimous MVP, right?
And see, the thing, what makes him so tough, Skip, is that he's continuous motion. He moves without the ball, so he's constantly moving. So you got to be always, and they're always looking to set screens for him. Back door, they back pick you and all kind of, and next thing like, well, where'd he go? And he's letting the three go. But then if you got Clay spotted up, what you gonna do? You can't help off one another because Clay's release is so quick.
Yep.
He don't need but a half an inch, and it's gone. So
I've said this before, and last night started to get under my skin a little bit again, but Steph is too good to hot dog as much as he hot dogs. And I know it's entertaining and he's having fun out there, but after a while, it's like, just stop, just play. But we get a lot of, airplaning, and we get a lot of,
Hey,
I see you. Okay, we get it. In the mouth guard, he's chewing on it. You know.
He probably know them things down.
Okay.
He probably got like 100 of them.
He must have 100 of them. But after a while, just show me because this is your year.
Yeah.
Boy, if you can get in the MVP conversation with this team.
No, I don't think he can get the MVP conversation, Skip, because I don't think they can win enough games. I mean, they 3-3, but I don't think they can win enough games.
Yep.
He's gonna have to have like 5 or 6 of those. He's gonna have one of the James Harden type seasons where Skip, James throwing a couple of 50-point triple doubles. He have a couple of 60s thrown up in there, and he has a streak where he goes like 35 straight games with 30 or more.
But with this team, even if you make the playoffs, remember Russell's done it, right?
Yeah.
But you'd have to do something extraordinary.
Yes.
You'd have to make 48% from three as the year goes on.
Yes.
You just keep making them like crazy, and you carry them to the 7 or 8 spot.
Yeah.
Then you'd be in the conversation.
I don't even know what 7 or 8 spot to get you in the playoffs. Maybe 4th seed. That's the lowest. Russ got won it with the 4th seed.
Yep.
And that was a triple skip. That was a triple-double season.
No, I know. So you'd have to do something statistically that we just be in awe over.
Yeah. You would have to average like 40.
Right, like that. Okay,
Well,
good luck.
A good start from Steph. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show.